I'm not sure if anyone's ever told you this, but the real secret to growing on YouTube has nothing to do with cameras or editing. It's something almost nobody talks about, and once you know it, everything changes. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need perfect videos. You don't need 1 million followers. You need 4 key shifts, 4 powerful changes in the way you think and act to build a real profitable business here. And the best part? None of these shifts require luck. None of them require you to be the next viral sensation. They just require you to start where you are and keep moving forward. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact 4 shifts that you can turn your business from just a hobby into a lead machine, a community builder, and a real business that you can be proud of. Let's dive in. And all of this starts with creating before you compare. One of the biggest traps new creators fall into is comparison. You start scrolling, watching polished videos from people who've been at it for years. And before you even hit record, you start to doubt yourself. But here's the truth. Comparison kills momentum. And you don't need to compare right now. You need to create. In the beginning, your only job is to get videos out there. Messy, imperfect, real videos. Because here's the reality no one talks about enough. Your early videos are supposed to be rough. They're not the end goal. They are the reps you need to get better. Think of it like playing an instrument. You wouldn't expect to pick up the guitar and perform at a concert on day 1, right? You'd expect some wrong notes, some awkward strumming, and you keep playing anyway because you know the only way to get good is by showing up. It's the same on YouTube. Create 10 videos before you even allow yourself to evaluate. Create 50 videos before you start seriously comparing. Your growth by doing, not by sitting on the sidelines critiquing yourself. Action beats perfection, volume beats hesitation, and movement beats judgment every single day. Remember, the people you're comparing yourself to, they didn't start perfect either. They just started. You know, starting on YouTube is a lot like getting your first gym membership. You walk in on day 1, maybe you're a little out of shape, maybe you're a little unsure of where to even start. You see people who've been working out for years. They've got perfect form, the muscle definition, the confidence. It's so easy to feel like you don't belong, like you're too far behind to ever catch up. But here's the thing. These people didn't walk into the gym on day 1 looking like that. They didn't bench press 300 pounds their first week. They didn't know the perfect form when they started. They just showed up again and again when it was awkward, when it was uncomfortable, when it was humbling. YouTube is exactly the same. Your first videos are out of shape days. They're your sore muscles, your heavy breathing, your shaky form. And that's normal. It's part of the process, not a sign that you're failing. You don't compare your day 1 body to somebody's year 5 body. And you shouldn't compare your first few videos to somebody that's been posting for 5 years either. You just keep showing up, keep putting in the reps, and before you know it, you start building strength you never knew that you had. Now that you understand it's normal to feel shaky at the start, let's talk about something even bigger, your doubts. Doubt is sneaky. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It tells you you're not good enough. You're too late to the game. No one cares what you have to say. And if you listen too closely, it'll talk you right out of hitting publish. But here's the truth. You can't think your way out of doubt. You have to outwork it. Every time you upload a video, even when you're unsure, even when you feel like it's not perfect, you're taking power back from these doubts. The people who succeed on YouTube aren't the ones who never felt fear. They're the ones who kept showing up despite it. When doubt says, this isn't working fast enough, your answer is, that's okay, I'm still posting my next video. When doubt says you're not as good as them, you say, I'm building my skills every day and I have a message that people need to hear. Every action you take, every script you write, every thumbnail you design, every upload you make is another vote against your fear and for your future. You don't beat doubt by winning an argument in your head. You beat it by stacking action after action after action until the voice gets quieter and your results get louder. Outwork your doubts and the confidence you're chasing will catch up with you. Now, once you're creating consistently and pushing through the doubts, it's tempted to start asking, how do I make money from this? How do I get paid? And don't get me wrong, YouTube can absolutely build a business. But if you want it to last, if you want it to actually grow, you have to flip your mindset. You don't get paid first with dollars. You get paid first with trust. Think about it. When you find a new channel and the creator immediately tries to sell you something, how do you feel? Skeptical, guarded, distrustful. But when you find someone who's generally helping you, answering your questions, solving your problems, and showing up consistently without asking for anything in return, suddenly you trust them. You root for them. You want to be part of their journey. On YouTube, your first 100 videos shouldn't be about selling. They should be about serving. Give away your best advice. Share real solutions. Be the person your future clients or customers are grateful to find. Because here's what happens. When you give generously without expecting anything back, you build a reservoir of trust. And when you finally do have something to offer, a product, a course, a service, a meetup, your audience won't hesitate. They'll say, if their free content is this good, imagine how great their paid stuff must be. Trust is your real currency on YouTube. Earn it first, and the money will follow. You know what building trust on YouTube really reminds me of? Finding that one restaurant, you know the one, where everything just feels better. You walk in expecting a normal meal, but instead they greet you by name. They bring out a little free appetizer you didn't order. They check on you just the right amount. Maybe they even surprise you with a free dessert at the end just to say thank you. You leave thinking, wow, they didn't have to do all that, but they did. And what happens? You don't just come back. You tell your friends. You bring your friends with you. You leave a good review. You become loyal because they gave you more than you expected without asking for anything extra. That's exactly how trust works on YouTube. When you show up consistently, giving more value than your viewers expect, and genuinely care about their success, they remember you. And when the time comes that you have something to offer, a course, coaching, a product, they don't hesitate. They're already in your corner because you didn't treat them like a transaction. You treated them like a guest you were excited to serve. Here's the final and maybe most important shift. You don't think like a business owner. Think like a mission-driven creator. If your only goal is to make money, you'll burn out. If your only goal is to go viral, you'll constantly feel like you're losing. But if you anchor everything you do to a bigger mission, a bigger why, you'll tap into the kind of energy and resilience that most people never find. Ask yourself, who am I intending to help with this channel? What problem am I solving? What change do I want to create for the people who find me? When you shift your focus from how fast can I grow to how deeply can I serve, it's amazing. Something happens. You naturally grow. You naturally build a business. You naturally create impact. The creators who thrive long-term aren't the ones who chase the next trendy topic. They're the ones who build a community around a mission that matters, something bigger than themselves. And you have a story to tell. You see, profits are great, but purpose is what keeps you going when the views are slow, when the growth feels tough, and when the doubt starts knocking again. Mission creates meaning, and meaning creates momentum that money alone can't buy. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to make these 4 shifts. Create before you compare. Outwork your doubts. Build trust first, and lead with a mission that matters. If you're ready to stop overthinking and finally start building your YouTube business the right way, I've got 2 resources just for you. First, I put together a getting started guide to help you take your first steps with clarity and confidence. You can grab it at the link below or at asktheearl.com. And if you want to go even further, you can schedule a one-on-one coaching consultation with me, where I'll personally help you build your channel and strategy from the ground up. Either way, don't wait another day wondering what if. Start today, because you have something that the world needs, and YouTube is just waiting for you to show up.